My name is Georgina Yawa Ankra. I have 2 children. The last born is 12 years, but I have forgotten the age of the older one. My mother and brothers stayed here with me. They are all dead.
That is Georgina Yawa Ankra struggling to tell me about herself. She lives in one of the poor, densely populated communities in Dome in the Greater Accra region. Yawa claims she was diagnosed with diabetes many years ago. She looks much older than her actual age, her hair falling off strain after strain, every layer of her skin saggy and riddled with wrinkles. The frail-looking woman is unable to do anything for herself. Almost every day, she drags herself to the street to beg for alms.
This is the room Yawa sleeps in. She shares this same room with her teenage daughter, Nyonyo. This room is filled with lots of things, from clothes packed in bags, bowls, basins, which looks untidy, and even cobwebs. This room looks untidy and unkempt. Yawa shares the same room with her daughter. Days when her daughter is not around, it means Yawa has to drag herself on her buttocks to even pick something from the chair or the floor. This is the life Yawa and her daughter have been confronted with for the past 9 years. A life of misery, a life of abject poverty.
Life has been tough for Yawa. Money to access treatment for her condition has been a challenge. She has almost no teeth in her mouth, her tongue weakened with pain that muffles her speech. Yawa has been battered by poverty, and even more so where she lays her head to rest from life's troubles is in a sorry state. Dust, cobwebs, and thick filth have enveloped the room. She appears to have been cut off from her family because of her condition. Grace Damashi is her neighbor who has been here long enough to witness the suffering of the 40-year-old.
I heard her condition is diabetes, and this has made her crippled. She drags herself to the streets to beg for alms. She was a very beautiful lady and very hardworking, who was also very neat. We, her neighbors, sometimes provide support to her. She does everything in her room, cooks, urinates, and even defecates there.
Yawa's woes have deepened because her second daughter, Nyonyo, lives with Down syndrome. She is unable to provide and care for her teenage daughter because of her helpless state.
The fellow was saying,
Okay.
what are you saying? 6 years.
Yes.
For a long time, Nyonyo was miserable, lonely, and always looked dirty till a teacher in the neighborhood found her roaming on a school compound.
The first time I saw her, she didn't know how to bath. So for the first year, I was bathing for her every day. But now, when she comes and I'm in class, she would go for the bucket, fetch the water, and then bath for herself. Sometimes, if she's very dirty, then she cannot do it on her own, but she tries. For now, she knows I have to take bucket. Go. She knows where she takes her bath every day. She knows.
The 3 weeks that Greater Accra was placed under lockdown in 2020 to help contain COVID-19 pandemic were the most difficult days of her life. No food, no friends, and no support system.
Because it was a lockdown, I was not visiting. But periodically, I call teachers who live around Domi to check on her for me.
Gloria Sari is a special education officer with the Dom Circuit. According to her, Nyonyo's consistent and unkempt appearance to school aroused the curiosity of the teachers to trace the whereabouts of the parents.
We met her one day on the school compound. Lots of children gathered around her, making fun of her. Then I met my sister Lizzie, who also told me she has met a girl like that, she even gave her a bath. So I asked, has the mother noticed it? She said no, she is always around dirty, so I just gave her a bath. I said, if the girl is in school and we are into inclusive education, then let's follow up to the house, find out who the mother is, and let them know that this child can be in school. That is how come we came home and found the mother bedridden. Then at least she could see, she was telling us she was hungry. It was pathetic that day.
The absence of parental support or oversight for a teenager like Nyonyo exposes her to danger. Gloria therefore fears for the worst.
I meet parents who are well able, going up and down, but to come and meet someone in a dirty environment, excuse me to say, not being able to do anything for herself, and she telling us not to take the girl away from her because she's the one who takes care of her. It was pathetic. Since she's a girl child, and the way she is, once she's full and she gets anywhere that is shady, she lies down, she's off. And any rascal can do anything to her. That is our fears. Though we have enrolled her in school, she's on and off. But once she's in the community, we believe the social welfare will have to come in to help her.
All her dreams seemed to be slipping away by the day, and so is life itself. Every day is a painful endurance, and the thought that she may not enjoy a future with her daughter depresses her.
I want God to help me take care of my children before I die. I need help to walk.
Despite the glaring realities staring at her, she remains upbeat about the situation. A desperate cry to be lifted out of this misery. For now, only time will tell if Yawa's situation would get better so she and her daughter Nyonyo can live fulfilling lives. Beryl Ernestina Richters report for Joy News.